So Loski was in an interview, in ZZ Mill's interview, the one that we were watching earlier before the podcast started. So basically, ZZ Mills was trying to make an argument that drill music incites violence, which, like, the way she was trying to make the argument was a bit retarded. I'll be very, very honest. I didn't really like the way she was talking, and I didn't like. It felt like she was a little bit uneducated on the difference between listening to drill music or wanting to just be a bad you. And anyways, she thinks that if you listen to drill music, you're automatically gonna just want to shank people.
Yeah.
Which is the stupidest shit I've ever heard in my life. And plus, she's not that good of an interviewer, if I'm being honest. But anyways, that conversation then led to Loski saying that everything he says in his songs are lies, and he's just exaggerating because Loski needs to sell products to his fans.
Yeah.
That made me remember the conversation that we were all having when we were talking about the King Von situation, as to why is it important for us as fans to know that this guy is really on smoke the way he is, for us to love that music the way that we love it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But then now Loski's come out to say that, yeah, cool, maybe I used to do some of those things back in the day, but now I don't do that. Like, now I live a comfortable life.
Okay.
Now I have a girlfriend.
I have a point to make.
Okay.
The fact that he said he used to do those things.
Yeah.
Harlem used to. Would you say that Loski's music has declined
since he stopped doing those things?
Just has his music declined?
Oh yeah, 100%.
So now that you know that he said he used to do those things, but he no longer participates in that life, where he's not as involved as he used to be.
Yeah.
Can you attribute that to his decline in the drill genre?
It's a very good question. I'm gonna say no, because I don't personally attribute it to him not doing those things anymore. I more attribute it to the fact that he's not around the same people he used to be around back then. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, I think that his music has definitely evolved. The drill sound that he kind of shaped up in Harlem is very different, and we don't have that rawness anymore. And that's why I feel like his drill sound has gone down a little bit. But then when I listen to songs with him, with like, that's kind of got like an Afro beats type of party vibe, they're kind of lit. Like, and he's kind of finding a way to perfect that style a bit more, mixing drill with Afro beats a little bit. Does that make sense? But then when he's doing his drill stuff, like, it's not as hard as it used to be back in the day. I'll be honest. So, I mean, yeah, he's not around that anymore, and he's not doing that anymore. But I still like his lyrics, and I still feel like when I'm listening to his lyrics, I still kind of believe that he's drawing from somewhere that's real. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but it's different to draw from memory than to draw from current situations.
That's true. But what if he's got bars that he's written like years ago and he's just spitting it?
Yeah, but that's a bad idea as well. Because even like...
Because when he writes it in the moment, it's probably raw emotion.
That's true.
But if you visit it back,
it's not the same.
It's not going to be the same.
Yeah.
But
you can't remember the emotion behind it.
But don't you guys think that this is like, if someone's done something, doesn't matter how many years go past, this is going to be in your memory forever.
No, but back then he was on the block. Now man's living in a mansion, fam. He's not going to feel the same
and
way.
you're not going to have this. You're not going to be able to recall the emotion that you've written those bars with.
Yeah.
I disagree.
No, it's not.
Especially in Loski's situation.
Nah, I disagree. He just came out of prison in like February this year.
Yeah, but now he's living a nice life, bro.
So
he's probably barely on the block anymore.
I know, but that doesn't erase all of that pain and all of that.
I know it doesn't, but in that moment, that pain is more raw than when
Of course, but then okay, have you never had something happen to you that like a few months later you just think about and it brings back that emotion to you?
It's not the same.
It's not the same at all. I'm sure.
No,
how?
It's not the same.
Because back then, in the moment, I was probably proper pissed off.
Yeah, but like that emotion can come back, no?
No, but
you can't tap back into that.
It's not the same.
So you're saying it's not as raw.
Yeah, it's not going to be the same level. It's not the same energy.
Okay. I mean, okay. Fair enough. even if it's not the same energy,
then that's music.
And it's not, yeah, you're right. And you're not feeling the same type of vibe from the artist. Are we as consumers ever going to be cool with artists just drawing from their past as opposed to them just doing?
Yeah, we are.
That's what we do.
We're calm with it.
Most songs are written, then recorded.
Some of the best songs are written in retrospect.
Yeah.
1,000%. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about because he says on his songs, he lies and exaggerates in his lyrics. So that's not really him. That's not really what he does on his day-to-day. He might be able to pull from like past experiences, blah, 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 this, that, and the other. But I'm saying, like, are we now just okay as fans to listen to people just exaggerate about these subjects? Or do we really need them to be doing that? Like, say for example, when he talks about how he chings his ups, right?
Cool.
Yeah. Maybe he didn't actually ching his up. Maybe he was just driving by Stockwell in his Mercedes Benz, saw his up, and then screamed, "Oh, you dickhead!" and drove past. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe that's all he did. But in his bars, he went home and then talked about how he saw this guy and chinged him. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, are we mad at that as fans?
No, I'm not mad at that.
Are you mad at that as a fan, Abdul?
Yeah.
Why?
He's capping. If that's to be the case, but I think Loski actually used to be on crowd, innit?
Well, he used to be, but not now.
But you can't say that and then say you don't idolize violence.
Exactly. And it's different to what...
That's the conversation.
It's different to someone completely not doing it at all and then going on a track and then...
yeah. I know, but that's not... Those people, I'm not even talking about those people. I'm talking about people that used to do that, now live a better life, and then decide to carry on rapping about what they used to do. They take inspiration. I know they have every right to do it because obviously they've actually been through it. But what I'm saying is, if they're rapping as if to say that they're still doing that currently, but really and truly they just, laid up with their girl in a really nice house, bare money, and they don't really need to do that.
If that's what works for you and that's your brand, then yeah.
Fair enough. But I'm talking about it from a perspective of listeners now. Like, do we feel like his music is a little less valuable?
In my opinion, you can't say, like Abdul said, you can't say that you don't enjoy the music when somebody's capping and then say like you don't idolize violence or...
Because on the other hand...
You don't glorify it.
I feel like as consumers, as listeners, we can't ever be satisfied.
No, you can't.
We can't ever be 100% satisfied. That's why I feel like these rappers, you should just do whatever the fuck you want. Like, even if you're just some nigga that like has really rich parents and you want to rap about crud, rap about crud. Because, like, really and truly, if your music sounds hard, people are still going to listen. Like, look what happened with 6ix9ine. Okay, that's an extreme situation. But I reckon I know for a fact that there's bare drill rappers in the UK that I personally have met face to face. I've seen their music on press play or whatever, met them face to face, and they're nothing like that at all. Very positive niggas.
Even Loski, man looked timid in the interview.
Yeah, I know, but Loski's not like he's not positive nigga like. Like, he was just, that's just face on the interview so that the case that he's got right now will get bust.
True.
Yeah, he was definitely capping in that interview.
100%. Nigga say he was a character. Nigga, remember you just came out of jail, fam.
Got caught with a
Loski might be a character.
But it's real life, the real life situation. You got caught with a revolver. That's 100% true.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? But we're not talking about Loski. I'm talking about kids that like are excited. They want to make drill music because that's the trend.
Yeah.
But really and truly, they have a good family situation. They're financially stable. They don't really have to worry about their future. Do you know what I'm saying? They know where their meal's coming from next. But the music is lit. Their friends like, oh, you sound hard on this. And they do sound hard. They've got the talent to sound and portray that type of lifestyle. Yeah. But they're not going through that at all. Are we as consumers okay with that? Because shouldn't we be okay with that? Because they're not putting themselves in the way of harm. And they're not putting anyone else in the way of harm. I don't think
we should.
I know, but just because they're capping.
But people are actually going through this and they're not getting the clout.
I know, but those people that are going through it,
another thing
they want the clout, though.
Is that the people that are actually doing it aren't rapping.
Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. And that was going to lead to my next point. Did it want the clout though? If you really are doing that, would you really like? Because gangsters are getting smarter now. Would you really want to go on a song and mention everything that you're doing so that the feds can use that against you?
It's
Exactly.
taken gangsters how many years to realize that
That's-
piece of
No,
common
it's
sense?
yeah, but
been
they've
doing that. The
realised-
music industry is that idea that people like 50 Cent are
Yeah.
actually gang affiliated, but the gang will keep him out of gang affiliated shit.
Because
they
they
will
know.
push this one person while the rest of us do what we do in the streets. but,
Yeah.
like this one person will push out.
Push us out.
Yeah.
No,
no,
they'll-
push it.
They'll promote him.
him so that he can go make that money over there.
They'll keep him clean so he can make
exactly.
money.
But they'll never tell him about what they're doing on the
That's
streets.
literally
so
what
that
the
when it
music
comes to
industry was built on.
legalities,
At least hip hop. That's what
he
hip hop
wouldn't.
was
Yeah.
built on.
And even here, they're doing that now.
Yeah.
Even here, they're doing
Like,
that
the
now.
people that own labels, they're gang members.
Mm-hmm. The people that
The people that are hired in labels are gang members.
the people that are pushing Harlem Spartans before OVO stepped in.
Yeah.
All of those niggas are actual gang members, but
Yeah.
they're funding music because it makes money.
Yeah,
Of
exactly.
course, like, and it's always gonna happen because this music starts from the streets.
Exactly.
Like, it's always gonna be like that. But what I'm saying now is that are we mad at the niggas that are not from the streets at all, but they've got the money to do that, but recreate this sound, make it sound really good? Why would we be mad at them? Because on one hand, we're saying that we don't want the violence to bleed into the music. We just want to have a good time, get lit, talk about stabbing your ops without your ops feeling a certain type of way. But then at the same time, we can't have that and then have actual real life gangsters doing that on track. Because in shows, they are going to be ops turning up. That's just how this shit happens.
Yeah.
But then if we have all of these niggas that are not doing the stabbings and they're not doing the running down of ops and all of this rapping like they are,
So they're
then we're never
basically-
going to have any of that issue.
So they're basically the face of the gang,
Yeah,
Basically.
the
basically.
face of the business.
They're walking
Yeah.
adverts.
Basically. I think that's a good compromise. No?
I just feel like you can't be someone that says you don't condone violence, but then you say that, like, if a rapper's not living what he's rapping about, then you're not gonna
Yeah.
enjoy it.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's why I'm trying to have the argument with Abdul, because that's what Abdul was saying.
I see what you're saying, though. I get what you're saying.
Yeah. Anyways, that's neither here or there. I just thought that was an interesting conversation.
Nah, yeah. it
So
was.
do you guys believe Loki's an actual character? or
Loki
he's
is
just
Thor's
capping?
brother. I don't think Loki does drills. I was down
the
Thanos the other day.
Loki and Loski are different people. Loki is what he is when he's with his girlfriend and his mom, respectful. Loski is the gang member. You get me? So he's trying to tell the feds that, like, we're not doing that.
I mean,
like an action film.
for most of these guys, the goal is to get away from that. So I don't know.
100%. And also as well, like, I think that they do have the right to. They have every right to portray the music
Yeah.
as fictional, because we do the same thing with movies. We do the same
Yeah,
thing.
exactly. That
with-
was his
Even
point.
pop music as well. Like a lot of these pop stars will sing about killing people on their songs.
Pop?
Yeah, pop. Yes, pop. Yes. You know that song with oh fuck, what's this nigga's name? You know the nigga that was this gay singer. He was part of, I think, like Queen or something like that. Freddie something. Fuck. What's his name? No, not Freddie Krueger. The lead singer of Queen. Oh, okay. Anyways, this nigga wrote Rhapsody. No, Bohemian Rhapsody. Bohemian Rhapsody. You know that song?
Yeah, yeah.
You know who sang that song? Fuck. No, I'm gonna search it. Anyways, this nigga wrote this song, right? Called Bohemian Rhapsody. And this song went fucking viral. He's now dead, by the way. What the fuck is his name? Freddie Mercury. That's his
Oh,
fucking
Freddie.
name. Mercury.
Freddie.
Yeah, Freddie Mercury. Yeah, I did say Fred.
Freddie
Freddie Mercury.
Mercury.
But yeah, so he wrote this song, right? This song went fucking viral all over the world. Amazing. Did big things for them. Toured with like over 50, 60,000 people in the stadium at once
Yeah.
for like a good consistent time for like 5 years or something. And then they found out that he actually did murder that person.
Cool.
Like for the whole time though, we all thought it was fake. Why can't no? But what I'm saying is that with pop music, that's allowed. Like, and he never went to jail for it because he was dead after they found out that he actually did do the murder.
Yeah, that's cool.
So,
But
but that's
YNW
not, but that's
Melly
not
went
cool.
to jail.
But that's not cool though, because in the court of law, they use drill music, hip hop, rap music as evidence against these rappers who commit crimes, saying that hip hop is real life and then disregarding pop as some type of fictional music. Why can't we see drill and hip hop in that light as well? Because they're just music. It's just music. Why can't we just normalize that? Why do we have to be the hard ones all the time? Did you get what I'm saying?
If you portray yourself that way, and then people see you that way, you can't really get upset.
That's true. But then, do we portray
Yep.
ourselves that
yes,
way?
yes.
How
There's
how
no
would you say
argument
that?
there. That's yes.
I think there is an argument there.
You're gonna tell me that rappers don't portray themselves as gang members or as violent people?
And are you going to tell me that pop stars don't portray themselves
No,
as
they don't.
psychotics?
They're literally pop stars.
But they could portray themselves as psychos and people that do fuck shit. They do.
They don't.
Like, in this, yes, they do.
It's
Like
a
this
different portrayal.
nigga,
It's
Freddie Mercury. This guy is a psychopath.
Is he a pop star or
He's a pop star.
Kiss is pop?
No. I'm not talking about Kiss. I'm talking about Queen.
Oh, is Queen pop?
Yes.
Is it?
Yeah. They're like soft rock, but
They're rock, exactly.
I know, but most of their song is a pop song. It's like a pop rock song. It's not like traditional rock.
But when you say
It's like-
pop, I'm thinking about.
Okay, when I say pop, imagine what Drake did with Hotline Bling, which is like a crossover between hip hop and pop. They do that with rock songs and pop.
Cool, but pop stars,
And they are pop stars because
they're rock stars.
They're not rock stars, they're pop stars.
We just call them soft
They're
rock.
rock stars.
Yeah, but they're not even seen in the rock genre of rock as like the top guys. Because the top guys that rock, people that listen to rock, see as the top guys are people that make hardcore metal rock. It's the same with rap, where we see like the hardest rapper as like, oh, that guy is like the hardest. Does that make sense? It's like the grimiest, the most uncut, unfiltered,
But when you
like
say
Kevin
pop
Hart.
stars,
You get what I'm saying? But with them,
Pop
they're
star-
more pop.
pop
Then
stars
they
don't
are
portray
rock.
themselves like that. Pop
I
stars do not-
disagree.
Ariana Grande is not portraying herself like that.
I
Miley
disagree.
Cyrus is a pop star who's not portraying herself
I
like that.
disagree. I disagree. Have you not seen Miley Cyrus with like her wearing all this weird ass fucking shit, talking about how she's psychotic?
And
on her
that's when
music
she was feeding off and biting off hip hop.
Yeah, that's true. But she was still a pop star when she
When
was
she
doing
was
it. And
biting
she was
off
still
hip-hop-
making. But she was even when she was biting off hip hop, she was still making pop
Cool,
music.
but she was biting off hip hop and the portrayal that hip hop brings. That's what I'm saying. Ariana Grande is not someone you'd consider.
Okay, I won't put Ariana Grande
Exactly.
in that because she's okay.
But when we talk about pop means popular, but we know that there's a genre where it's
they were living
obviously
for the
pop.
white
It's
people.
pop.
I'm talking about that. I'm not talking about like pop meaning popular. I'm talking about the racist genre that they made for white people, so that white people.
Yeah, they
can
don't
always
portray
win.
themselves like that. They don't. Ariana, when you think about pop stars, Ariana Grande, One Direction,
Justin Bieber. But they've all Britney Spears. They've
Britney
all like
Spears.
had psychotic
that's
episodes.
psychotic, not criminal.
I know, but like psychos can be criminals.
Yeah,
Psychos can. Kill
but they're not.
niggas.
We in hip hop is portrayed as criminal activity.
It is a different
That's
conversation.
true. I think I get what you're saying now.
Criminal.
And
It's
you
literally
might be
portrayed
right.
as the streets. That's what it is.
Okay. Now that Loski's gone on the interview, because Loski is the hip hop savior, innit? Now that Loski's gone on an interview and said to all of us, okay, this is a lie. We're all portraying or exaggerating our lifestyles. We're not actually doing this. Why can't we just take that as, okay, now we're understanding that rap is getting to a point where we should all be okay if this nigga has a sick flow, he has sick lyrics, his wordplay is amazing. Let's give him his credits that he's talented. He doesn't have to go through that lifestyle for him to show us this talent.
Yeah.
Why can't we get to that point as consumers, as listeners?
I think it's just the way time's going on. Like, most things aren't real anymore.
Facts.
Most things are just a facade.
yeah, I agree.
It's not like raw, like emotion kind of as it used to be.
Yeah, but
4 hours.
Another
Yeah.
reason I'll say that
Yeah,
is because hip hop is starting to go pop,
100%.
especially since it became the like number one genre in the
Genre in
world.
the world, yeah,
Like,
100%.
it is starting to become pop, but it's so great because there's so many sections of hip hop and you can listen to whatever you want to listen to.
Yeah, and I think,
So you can't really complain.
Yeah, well, that's true, and I think what I'm saying right now, we are starting to lean towards that, but without us even realizing.
Yeah.
Because most of the rappers that we listen to nowadays aren't actually on that lifestyle that they're saying that they are.
Yeah.
Which, to be honest with you, I'm not even mad at that. I used to be back in the day like, oh, why is he rapping about that? He's not even doesn't even come from that hood, blah blah blah. But I'm like, fam, this nigga's flow sound hard. The first artist that I had to like ignore all of that for was Rick Ross. Because I remember when Rick Ross first came out, obviously I've been listening to 50 Cent from like 2005 or whatever. So I'm like a 50 Cent guy. Rick Ross comes out, 50 Cent is like mad at this guy. Automatically, I'm mad at him too, because my 12-year-old self don't know any better.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? And then I'm like, oh, fuck that guy. He's a CEO, man. He's a snitch, blah, blah, blah. Is this and that. But then when I got to like the age of 16, 17, I listened to Rick Ross and I'm like, this guy's hard.
Rick Ross can rap. That's why I listen to Rick Ross.
Rick Ross, like, it's not even just the fact that he can rap. His delivery, I think,
Rick Ross is
the only delivery that I've heard that I can say arguably better than Rick Ross is Biggie's. No one else.
Biggie.
Yeah. No one else. I think Rick Ross's delivery on the mic is
he has one of the greatest deliveries
elite.
in hip-hop.
Yeah, his delivery is elite. I'm not gonna lie. Still, so
the fact of when people say back in the day, whatever like someone used to like sing about or write about was raw emotion. It's just alien to me because I've never seen that with any artist.
Really, no.
Yeah.
Raw emotion.
Damn.
Wait.
No,
Say that
like
again.
like they rap about what they do like nowadays. I don't.
They rap. Oh, you're listening to the wrong rappers. Stop listening to Polo G, fam.